Well, the game changer is when we figured out you could use braid for spinning rods. So what I do, and I think probably 75% of the guys do, is you have a light braid for spinning rod. And this braid's been on here a year, and I won't change it till I just go down so far. Light braid, pick your fluorocarbon leader. That will do everything for drop shotting right there. That will do everything. And we're gonna talk about leader length in a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much keeps it simple on that stuff. All right, the next one is weights. And again, I'm not the guy that's peculiar on this. People get I get a lot of questions on, well, do I need to spend, those are all tungsten weights right there. And those all, they're expensive. They're $1 to $3 a piece. So tungsten weights are definitely make a difference as far as pricing. I mean, that's going to be very expensive. What I've always found is those rounded ones, the teardrop size, the teardrop shaped ones, those are going to be more for your open water, your rocks, anywhere, that's pretty clean bottom. The cylinder style, that long cylinder style, that's the ones I'm going to use in grass. I want that in grass. I don't want anything grabbing. And that long cylinder style is very good for grass fishing. I can pitch that out and I can drag it through the grass very well. The question I get is, do I really need a tungsten weight? And my answer is always real simple. Well, how serious are you? Where's your fishing at? Will a bass will a bass care if you have a tungsten weight or lead weight? No. You could actually, I've seen guys actually tie bolts, wing nuts on the end of their line for a weight and catch them. No, it's not a big deal. What we use tungsten weight for is just the sensitivity. When you use braided line, a good graphite rod, and a tungsten weight, when I go across the bottom, I can literally tell you what the bottom is. It's soft, it's hard, it's the pebbly, or it's sandy, or it's mucky. I can really tell the bottom composition with this. And so many times when you're fishing a drop shot, they want to be on the rocks. That's where the bass want to be. You throw it out there and ugh, mud, ugh, muck. All of a sudden you get, oh, all right, I'm coming into some rocks. I'm going to slow down a little. That tungsten weight is that's the reason we use tungsten weights for drop shotting. The sensitivity of the whole package right there makes it better. Fish-wise, doesn't matter. The fish are going to hit it either ways. I just want to know that I'm in the right zone when I'm throwing my drop shot. I might slow it down. I might dead stick it. You never know. But that's the key to the weights. Those two, I don't care other than that. I had the same worm, but I had 6-pound clear fluorocarbon. He had 5-pound pink fluorocarbon. And my leader was like that. And we started fishing, he started catching them. He goes, man, you got to have a shorter leader. I'm like, really? Okay. So I shortened my leader down to about 3, same length, and I started fishing, and he's still catching fish, and I'm not catching any. I mean, and I know how to drop shot. I'm just like, what's happening here? He goes, dude, I really think it's the pink line. I'm like, come on. This is clear fluorocarbon. We're in 55 feet of water. What is the difference between 6-pound? He goes, I'm just telling you. So what did I do? I re-spooled one of mine. He had a spool of pink fluorocarbon, and you know what happened. I started catching them just as easy as he did. The pink fluorocarbon, the short leader, same worm, but had to have that situation. Those fish wanted it on the bottom. And to this day, I can't say that the 6-pound clear and the 5-pound pink was that much difference, but it was working. And I think any of us are going to say, yeah, I think I'm going to change too. And that's what I did. Now, the opposite happened to me a couple years later at Lake Pleasant. I live in Arizona. When I lived out there, I lived on a lake that was super clear. You could see 30 feet down. I had trees in 50, 60 feet of water that were full of bass. Always catch them out of it. And I had a rig just like this. I was probably throwing a robo worm, probably a 4-inch back then. And I'd go around, I'd find the trees on my units, and I'd drop them in there, and I'd catch fish. Well, the second day of the tournament, I was in top few that day. The second day, it was cloudy. In Arizona, we don't have a lot of cloudy days. We had a cloudy day. We go out to my stuff, and I told the guy I'm fishing with, who was a combined weight tournament. One bass tournaments are like combined weight. So you help the guy. And so I said, hey, tie on a drop shot. He had no idea what a drop shot was. So I said, well, take this worm and hook, tie it on, and then have length the line and tie on a sinker. So he did that. And what he did was like a 6-foot leader. So now that weight is like 6 foot away from the worm, and he, lobs it out there. And personally, I'm sort of chuckling. I'm like, wow, you know, whatever. You know, I didn't, you know, whatever. He just wasn't paying attention to what my rig was. So what happened? Yeah, he started catching them every place we went, and
Shoot, folks, information is pouring over. If you want to learn more about every lake, how to fish, shallow, deep, in between, skipping docks and rocks and cranking, slow wiggling, chatter, smattering, you get it at Bass U. Get on Bass U TV, check it out, sign up, be a member, be part of it, folks. Keep learning.